Shehzad Poonawalla, from a BJP perspective, when you look at the numbers, the question that you'll have to ask yourself is, have you bet on the wrong horse?
Rahul, good evening. Thank you for inviting me. It's always a delight to be with the double engine of India today, and I hope at least Rajdeep will not interrupt me when I make my opening comments, because Rajdeep made a long comment. First of all, your survey is fundamentally flawed. The first question you should have asked is, which is the real NCP? Has that question been asked? So perhaps even out of the people who consider NCP faction of Sharad Pawar as a faction which is legitimate, many of them are saying that Ajit Pawar is actually the leader of that faction also. So I would suggest that first the questionnaire should have had who is the real NCP, because it is not Survey of India today, it is Sankhya, Symbol and Siddhant that will decide which is the real NCP. And by the way, all of those three are with Ajit Pawar, because you must have seen LOP.
So which Siddhant are you talking about? How is the Siddhant?
The Siddhant of NCP was to keep away from the foreign leadership of Sonia Gandhi. Wasn't it that the reason why 98 the NCP was formed?
No, that's
Rajdeep would remember this.
Okay, that's a rhetorical response to a question rooted in data. Okay, go on.
Rahul, Rajdeep had a long opening statement. Let me at least have half the time.
Sure.
Yes, Rajdeep is being a disciplined boy. Now, see, let me ask you, LOP has come to this side, who was the LOP of actually the entire MVA. Founding member Dilip Valse Patel is on this side, the working president on this side, chief whip on this side, the Vidhayak Dal on this side. Then how come you are saying that the real NCP is with Sharad Pawar?
I think Shehzad is
Rahul,
confusing.
you can't keep interrupting. Let me at least
because you are
complete my
confusing
statement.
rhetoric for data.
No, I'm
the
not
data is
confusing
telling its own story.
Did you ask which is the real NCP?
It does. The first.
No, which is the first question?
Okay,
You please
Ajit
read
Pawar
out which
has
is the
removed
NCP.
Sharad Pawar from the post of the national president of the NCP and appointed himself as the new party chief. According to you, who is the real NCP? It's question number 3. Do your research and then respond.
Who is the real NCP?
Your responses today are very weak on research.
To that question.
I will come to the question. It's a full 45-minute show.
So let me give you my argument.
Leave the rhetoric aside. Talk on facts, because everything that you've said so far has been very flimsy on facts.
No, it is not flimsy on facts.
It is flimsy on facts.
Is the LOP working president, chief whip, founding member of the NCP?
This is despite that, Shehzad. This is despite that. This poll, remember, this is, if you want to just take a machine gun and start firing at the poll, you're welcome to do so.
No, I'm not firing at all. You are unnecessarily being defensive.
I'm not being defensive. I'm saying, let's stick to the data.
You don't even want to hear my
based on facts. And
what is not based on facts?
Because it's based on rhetoric. Here's the point I'm making. In the political stock exchange, we try and get the data to do the talking.
No, Rahul, you can't be judgmental about my argument.
No, it's the whole position of the show. Anyway, you've spoken now longer than
No, Rahul, I don't think you have allowed me an opening statement. You should be fair.
It's because you were caught out without facts.
You kept interrupting me.
You were caught out without facts. Without having seen the questions that have been asked, you're making it seem the questions haven't been asked.
You kept interrupting me. Let me have 30 seconds. Why are you so agitated?
I am not, because you're not. See, I'm trying to get you to stick to facts and data. You're giving rhetorical responses.
Your judgment on my statement can't be a fact.
Because you've spoken for 2 minutes already. 20 more seconds.
Let me answer a few questions Rajdeep said. Rajdeep said we have broken the party. The entire Shiv Sena is with us. The Bagawati Gut is with Uddhav Sena. The entire NCP is with us, the Bagawati Gut is with Sharad Pawar. In fact, doing Bagawat is with the DNA of Sharad Pawar. He did it in 1978 and in 1998. I have 3 specific questions. First of all, please tell me that hasn't the BJP been a 100+ party from the last 10 years in Maharashtra? And which other party has been 100+ party in Maharashtra for the last 30 years? Other than the BJP. So Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai's contention that we are breaking parties because we want to engineer our growth is absolutely not founded in fact. Point number 1.
Okay.
Point number 2. The reason why the NCP has come to a situation where the Parivar is aside and the party is with us is the same reason why it happened with the Shiv Sena.
Okay.
The party is with us, the Parivar is aside because they have not followed that principle.
I want to go across to Priyanka Chaturvedi. On the data, I hope the data suggests that Ajit Pawar is less popular than Sharad Pawar, that the respondents in the survey seem to back Sharad Pawar much more than they back Ajit Pawar. From your perspective, in the Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray Shiv Sena, do you think that that's good news, that Pawar abhi zinda hai, the Sharad Pawar camp can still pull it off, even if it seems at this moment that Ajit Pawar has more MLAs with him?
Firstly, it's not surprising at all. Just like it wasn't surprising that while MLAs went with a certain traitor, which is Eknath Shinde, to form a government, an illegal, immoral, unconstitutional government, the cadre continues to back Uddhav Sahab Thackeray. I will not respond to the BJP spokesperson because he's sitting in Delhi studios, he does not know what's happening in Maharashtra, and I will not have him interject because I was not interjecting. But I will respond to Mr. Yashwant Deshmukh. Mr. Yashwant Deshmukh said, oh, NCP situation is very different from what Shiv Sena situation is. I would want to remind him, the last Dussehra rally of Bala Saheb Thackeray was where he announced who his legacy carrier would be, who would become the next president of Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena that he had formed, the Shiv Sena that he had founded along with his father, and he had handed over the charge to Uddhav Bala Saheb Thackeray. I don't remember him saying Eknath Shinde in any part of his speech. If Mr. Yashwant Deshmukh ji remembers it, I'll be happy to correct myself. Secondly, I don't think Uddhav, when he was handing over charge to Uddhav Sahab Thackeray, did he say, oh, your lifelong alignment has to be with the Bharatiya Janata Party, even if they backstab you, even if they cheat you, even if they promise you something and they don't deliver, so you have to be with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Just like Bharatiya Janata Party is a political animal, a political party, which can align with the PDP in Kashmir, it can align with the JJP in Haryana, it can align with the Nationalist Congress Party or National Corrupt Party, as Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi said just a few days before Ajit Pawar joined their camp, is exactly what we also happen to do. Why does he get a clean certificate, a clean sheet, and oh, we are the political Chanakyas of modern day? Well, what we did was something which was a politically astute thing to do, and we did this on the basis of a common minimum program. None of us, whether it's the Congress, whether it's the NCP, or whether it's the Shiv Sena, compromised on our ideology. You asked me about, whatever they're doing on the Uniform Civil Code. We support the Uniform Civil Code if it comes from the perspective of justice and equality. You asked me about Ram Mandir. Yes, we continue to support the Ram Mandir. In fact, Shiv Sena was the first party with Uddhav Bala Saheb Thackeray as the Chief Minister who announced a political donation to the temple construction.
You did give me this kind of
you don't give me this thing about,
you allowed her a long run to speak
Shiv Sena
nothing on
did
facts.
and what Bala Saheb Thackeray ji founded.
This is really unfair.
We are a political party and we will make our choices on the basis.
So I want to come now to the third question.
I have at least one interjection to counter this.
Very quick interjection.
Thank you, Rahul. I'm obliged with the kind of courtesy you're showing to me.
Priyanka, very quick interjection.
By the way, Rahul, here is the statement of Uddhav Thackeray. He was the first one to label, and it's an Aaj Tak report. I hope it's credible and a factual report, not rhetoric. Sharad Pawar महाभ्रष्ट है, किसानों की जमीन ले लेते हैं. There is also a statement of Bala Saheb. He said that I will never go with Congress NCP. मैं अपनी दुकान बंद कर दूंगा, but I will not become another Congress party. This is on record. But those who don't understand Marathi perhaps don't know this. And also, it is a fact that Bala Saheb Thackeray ji had called NCP a party of scoundrels.
Okay.
So this is, and on Savarkar, Rahul Gandhi abuses Savarkar. They want Bharat Ratna for Savarkar. So we know the compromise of ideology.
I want to come to the third question, which is to do with this conspiracy theory in Maharashtra political circles that Sharad Pawar is somehow behind Ajit Pawar's rebellion. Now, many in Maharashtra seem to be convinced that this is the case. Let's see what respondents in this survey say. When people were asked, is Senior Pawar behind Ajit Pawar's rebellion, 49% of the respondents said no, 37% of the respondents said yes. If I look at how this plays out within NCP's voters, 64 of the respondents in the survey said that Sharad Pawar was not behind Ajit Pawar's rebellion. Amongst those who voted for the NCP, only 20% of the NCP voters said that Sharad Pawar is behind this rebellion.